former Prime Minister has said that you should improve testing at airports, or indeed put testing in at airports, and we don't. Why not?
The challenge is that the false positive rate is very high. So only 7% of tests will be successful in identifying those that actually have the virus. So the truth is, you can't just rely on that. And in effect,
and I want to speak about false positives for a moment. You won't Adam and Eve it. But Kay Burley had Matt Hancock, the Health Secretary, on Sky this morning. And he was talking about today's launch of the NHS app. Now, already, believe it or not, today, more than 1 million people have downloaded the government's contact tracing app for England and Wales. That's only day one today, 1 million. The app, which is called NHS COVID-19, instructs users to self-isolate for 14 days if it detects that you were near somebody who has the virus. It also has a check-in scanner to alert owners if a venue that they have visited is found to be a hotspot for cases. Anyone aged 16 and over is being asked to install it on their phones. So your phone will tell you were in contact with someone who tested positive, you must self-isolate. Kay Burley says to Matt Hancock, what about the story in the Times that shows a lot of positive cases may in fact be a failure of the testing? In other words, you may be told by your phone you were in contact with a COVID person, go home, but the person you were in contact with might not actually have the virus because the test was flawed. This is Burley probably coming as close as she ever has done in her life to doing her job. Listen.
And so the more people who download it, the more effective.
But according to a report in this morning's Times, 30% of test results give false positives. So 30% of people could be self-isolating who don't need to.
Well, that's not quite right, because the app will only tell you to self-isolate if you've been in close contact with somebody who's tested positive.
Yeah, but they could be false positives.
Well, you will have had to be in close contact with somebody for it to tell you to self-isolate. So there is the question of how long you've been in that close contact is something where we're constantly improving the accuracy. But if you download the app and it comes up and tells you to self-isolate, that is because you will have been in close contact with somebody.
Yeah, but their test in itself might have been a false positive.
No, only if... the tests that we have an incredibly high specificity.
So this article in the Times this morning is wrong?
Well, the question is, how close do you have to be for how long? And the app will not tell you that you have to self-isolate.
Sounds like Hancock is stupid here and that he's not understanding that Burley isn't talking about your proximity to anybody and the length of time you might be standing next to them. She's talking about the false positives. But I don't think Hancock is this stupid. I believe Hancock is just not going to go there because the false positives could collapse the whole scam, couldn't it?
Self-isolate unless you have been in close contact with someone. We have...
Who in turn might have had a false positive. You know, they might have gone to have a test and they're told it's positive and it's not. And so people around them are being told to isolate for a fortnight and they don't need to.
But I'm coming around to Kay again, just about.
But the proportion of people for whom the test gives a positive when they haven't had coronavirus is very, very small. That's
so
that's under 1%.
Correct, that story. That 30% story is not correct. OK.
I mean, she did her best. Eventually you have to just move on. But it isn't okay. Because our Kay could end it, or she could deal a fatal blow to this bullshit. Hancock knows damn well what she's asking, but he can't go there because this is hanging by such a fraying thread. But a fraying thread is like a ship's anchor chain with the state of our media today. This could be destroyed. I'll name 3 presenters. Nick Robinson, BBC Radio 4 Today. Kay Burley, Sky News. And Susanna and Piers Morgan on ITV could end this. They could end it. within 24 hours if they did their jobs.